What's up, everybody? G-Haul bringing another quick video, guys. As y'all know, last hunting season 2018 this year. But I was blessed to take 2 bucks last year. I just got them back not too long ago, guys. I ain't did a video, but one of these guys I actually got the hunt recorded on. The other one I did it, and I'll tell you about the stories on it. This one, guys, is the 8-point that I got October 26th last year. Never forget it. It was I call him the 8 o'clock buck. I wasn't getting anything but a bunch of doe pictures, and he come out one evening and went and checked the SD cards and seen he came out twice, and I was like, well, dang, that's the first time I've ever seen that nice buck back there. Well, the next week I checked it, he came out 8 o'clock in the morning times, and I went back and looked at the pictures. I said, well, he came out last week in the evening times around 8 o'clock, 8:30. I said, this week he's coming out in the morning times between 8 and 8:30. And I said, all right. So I went back and checked the cameras again the following week, and he came, and I didn't hunt this spot now, and he only come 2 times, maybe 3 times out the whole 7 days. So I went back and I think I put corn out on a Sunday. Monday I didn't go. Tuesday, this was the 3rd week, Tuesday I went and sat one morning, and I checked the SD card when I got out, and seeing he came Monday morning at 8:35. I was like, well, dang, I missed him. So I noticed on his patterns, he would come either on if he come the first day, he would wait 2 or 3 days and come again. Well, had told myself, I said, well, I can't go Wednesday because I got work. I said, but I can go Thursday. So I said, if he don't come Wednesday, he's going to come Thursday. So I couldn't go Wednesday because I had to work. So I ended up sitting Thursday morning and didn't even take my camera recorder because it was cold that morning. I say cold, it was like 40, in the low 40s, but the wind was blowing a little bit, so it made it even a little colder. And sure enough, 8 o'clock, he come around my right side, 25 yards from me, and I didn't even take my camera recorder on that morning, guys, because it was cold. And of course, you know, I don't have luck taking nice bucks anyway, but I was just sitting there, and then all of a sudden I see him. I mean, he didn't even hesitate to walk. He just come like he didn't have a care in the world. And he came about 25 yards out in front of me and stopped. And the last time that I actually got my scope on him was he circled around the corn pile, and he stopped, and he kind of downed his head just a little bit to look at the trail that I come in on. And I put it on the shoulder, and I pulled the trigger, and I looked at the clock, and it was 8:03. And he don't actually have the full mount of his head sticking straight up, and that's why his head was down just a little bit, because I remember him looking at that trail that I came in on, and that's when I pulled the trigger. I didn't even give him time to come to the corn pile, and that was that. Well, this is the 6 points, guys. This was an emotional hunt for me, guys. If you go back and look on my video, it was the hunt that took place September 12th. I can't remember when I posted it, but it was my big 6. If y'all go back and look at my videos, August 15th on the first day, I shot the 8-point. Well, I didn't know it was an 8-point. That was another hunt I wasn't recording. It was just hot. And well, we were sitting in the stand, and two does came in right about 20 minutes, about like it is right now. I seen two deer walking through the woods, and they was just creeping, and I was like, man, wonder what they are. And I noticed one was real small, so I said, well, maybe that's a fawn and a mom. Well, about 20 minutes go by, it was, and they made their way to the corn pile, and it was real scared-ish, and they was looking all around like something was in the area. Well, right at dark, I looked in my crossbow scope and seen the mama and the yearling, and they just darted off. And I said, well, shoot, must have been a coyote then. Well, it wasn't but a few seconds later, there comes a deer right up the hill, and it was getting right at dark. I couldn't see anything, so I put my crossbow scope up there, and needless to say, it was the 8-point. Well, I was like, well, dang, if that's the 8-point, where's the 6-point? Because the 8-point in this one, I've got pictures from June all the way up to August of when I was getting both of them. When that 8-point came, that 6-point was right behind him. Everywhere that 8-point went, the 6-point was with him. They was like brothers, y'all. And but anyway, I ended up taking that 8. Well, never had another single trail cam pics of this Big 6. So I was like, well, dang, I missed that one. And I'd rather have this one than the 8-point, but you know, it was pretty cool to get the 8-point. And I never forget it. That whole week, well, weeks went on, and it got into September, and I was like, oh, man, I wish I could see that 6-point again. I said, but I must have scared him when I shot the 8-point. Well, I started checking the trail cameras in September, and I noticed the 8-point was coming he was coming almost every single evening. So I said, well, let me go sit in there and get that 8-point then if I can't get that 6 no more, because the 6 ain't never showed up since August 15th. Well, I was strolling through Facebook looking at the scores and stuff on football and stuff, and I happened to, I'll never forget, it was like 7 o'clock, and I happened to look up, and I seen the rear end of a deer, and I said, you got to be kidding me. I said, I know I just seen a deer. Well, he walked behind some bushes. It was real thick. And I was like, I know I seen a deer. Well, I had to grab the camera recorder, and I zoomed in where I seen him. 3 or 4 minutes went by. I never did see him, guys. Never did. And I said, I know I wasn't seeing anything. I know what I seen. I seen a deer. Well, I was just sitting there, and I happened to keep looking around, and I seen him come back out. Now, I didn't know if it was a doe or buck. All I seen when I first seen it was the rear end of a deer going through the woods. Well, he came out in the opening, and I was looking, and I mean, he was kind of walking with cautious, but then again, it was like he didn't know anybody was back there. I mean, he would look to the left and then look to the right, and I mean, he went on about his business. Well, I had finally got the camera recorder on, and he come walking in front of me, and that's when my adrenaline started kicking in when I seen his rack and everything. And I was hoping he was going to come to the corn pile, and I edited a lot of the video out, guys, because he must have been out there close to almost 20 minutes. And all I can say is, Lord, please let him step to the corn pile. Please let him come to the corn pile. Please let him come to the corn pile. I said it so many times, guys, if I'd have left it on the camera recorder, y'all would have probably turned it off right there. But anyway, he had stopped and looked at me a couple times, or looked in my direction. And he went off into the woods. I mean, it was only a 35-yard shot that he crossed in front of me. He gave me plenty of opportunities to shoot him, but I was like, dang, I want to see if he comes to that corn pile. And, well, he had slipped off. In about 3 or 4 minutes, he come back out. And I was like, oh, Lord, please let him come to the corn pile. And it was like the Lord said, if you don't shoot him now, you'll never get another shot. And I waited till he got in that little gap, and I laid it on him, guys. He down at his head. Well, this is why he's mounted like this. He down at his head, and when he picked it up just a little bit, and he had like a green leaf in it. He didn't look in my direction. He just kind of looked over to his left where he was eating at, and that's where I popped him at. And he dropped right there, guys. I shot him in the mid-shoulder, and he dropped right there. And I thought it was that nice 8-point that I had on that week. And I won't kid you guys, I cut it out the video, but I shot 2 more times. And I seen his tail wagging. I said, well, I just knocked the breath out of him, or, you know, he's paralyzed, so I'm going to shoot him again. Well, I shot that second time. I said, I still seen his tail moving. And it wasn't like a nerve moving. It was like a, you know, wiggling as if they, you know, they're down but they're not dead. And I said, well, dang, I'm gonna shoot him again. So when I seen the rack, I was like, the heck with the meat, guys. I said, man, it was emotional to actually get him. So went back out to the truck, waited for my the kids and wife to get there, and we went over there to look, and I thought it was the 8, guys. I won't lie. When I got to him, I noticed he was the 6-point. The first thing I noticed was his actually G2s right here, guys. His brown ties, my bad. And in the trail camera, I went back and looked, and the left side was always shorter than the right side. The right side was about 2 inches up, and that was a very emotional hunt for me, guys, and to get something like that. So not only did I get that 8-point that was in velvet, I also got this nice 6 I was blessed with. So, but anyway, that's my 2 stories, guys, on the big 6, and I call them the 8 o'clock buck that I got. Got this one on camera, and it was cold that morning, so I didn't get that one, guys. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed it, guys. I'll be bringing y'all back some more videos. I hope the video didn't take so long. When I get into telling stories of how I kill deer, I know time can get away from me. So, but anyway, guys, I will be looking forward to some crossbow hunts this year, guys. I'm excited. I got that new Excalibur Banshee, guys, and I'm telling you what, I just don't know what to go with, the fixed blade or a mechanical. Right now, mechanical, I've been testing the rages out on it, and then I've also been doing the Muzzy fixed blade broadhead. But I want to also try that Swacker. That Swacker is what I took that 8-point last year with, and he didn't go far. But anyway, guys, I hope you like it. If you want to hear some more stories of the bucks that I've killed in the past and everything like that, just comment in there. If not, we'll be posting some more videos up soon. And but anyway, guys, as for now, this is Yeehaw, and I'll talk to you later, guys.